Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here for this farewell session. I'm Rodrigo Santos, and together with Leandro Marinho, my co-chair, I'm really happy with the conference thus far. I hope you have enjoyed it as well, and we look forward to the next 2 days of workshops and tutorials. This has been a great effort from many people. If you remember, this is us just before the conference, as I showed you during the welcome session. This was yesterday, so we were a bit more relaxed, as you can see. And that permeated the entire conference as well. We had an awesome interaction with all the community throughout the last 3 days. We had lots of social activities as well, including some bartender experience during the reception, some people taking selfies on Gather, the Women in RecSys event, which was great as well, running on Gather, some people fencing with some different flavors of caipirinha, cute photos coming over of pads and different things from people at home. We also had an amazing technical program with 3 keynotes, lots of interesting talks, and also contributed talks for our community through socials and also sponsor expos. That was really awesome. More social activities we had, our underground karaoke running in some virtual dive bars. Here you can see Dennis Parra in his Mother Teresa costume, singing some random tunes. More cats on screen, Women in RecSys again. And this was the second session of the karaoke with people with their hats on. It was really awesome to see people engaging in this. This is one of the most traditional activities we have in the in-person version of the conference. It was great to keep the traditions going here this year. And with that, I would like to hand over to our social chairs for the social awards to recognize your contribution to making this conference great so far.
Yeah, thanks, Rodrigo. So first off, Cataldo and I would like to, well, we hope that you've not only enjoyed the academic program, but also the program of social events that we've gathered, right? And we'd like to thank all the organizers of these virtual social events that put all the time and effort into making them as cool as they were. That said, we also have some virtual awards that we announced yesterday, and the first one is the Virtual Runner Award. There is a Strava ACM RecSys runners group that Alan created that keeps track of all the kilometers that you run during RecSys, which is another RecSys tradition. So we've tallied the distance in this case, right? We could tell that yesterday there were a lot of people that were trying to get a last run in and add a few kilometers to their totals. And in third place, on the next slide, is Barry Smith with 31.3 kilometers. It's not surprising to see Barry in the top 3 with his work on marathon run recommendation, of course. Second place is Brian Regan with 43.4 kilometers. And I think it was today that Linus squeezed out another run and beat everyone for the Best Virtual Runner Award at RecSys with 46.4 kilometers. So congrats, Linus. We'll send the award to you by mail. The next award is for the best teaser video. So you were all asked if you had a poster or demo right to create a teaser video. And this is based on a survey on Whova. We received 107 votes for this. And in third place with 10 votes were Darius and Romain with their musical teaser video on making neural networks interpretable. In second place, the cute filter bubble dog that got 11 votes by Sami Boujelbene and Olfa on theoretical modeling of the iterative properties of user discovery in a collaborative filtering system. And the winner with 23 votes, or winners, are Dimitri, Javier, Lucas, and Pablo with their free lunch teaser. So congrats on winning the best teaser video. Cataldo?
Yeah, so we have 2 more awards to announce. The first one is the best photo contest, which is based on the likes on the photos that you have uploaded on the Whova app. We got 67 photos throughout the conference. Many likes were spread by all of you. In the next slide, we have the winner of this photo contest, who is Alpha, but actually is Simba again, who became a real star of the conference because he got the second place in the best teaser video, the first place in the best photo contest. So he was a real star of RecSys this year. So we expect him as a participant in RecSys 2021. And as final award, we have the overall community leaderboard, which is based on the gamification features that we have in WUVA. Many good discussions were in the app, many replies. It was actually far away from the real conference, but a lot of work was done by all of you to recreate some sort of engagement in the through the app. So the third place was by Alan. The second one was by Manel, who are very active also in real conferences as well. And the winner of this, the community leaderboard, is Iman, who obtained more than 100,000 points. So thank you to all of you again to try to recreate the experience of the real conference through the app.
Over to Leandro. Leandro, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so hi everyone. Sadly, it's time to say farewell, for the moment at least, but it's also time to share feelings of gratitude and hope that these strange times will soon pass, right? We have lots of thanks to distributing, so let me start with our amazing organizing committee that helped us to make this happen. Next slide, please. Our volunteers that were always close by to help you get the most of the conference, and of course you. Next slide. So one of the main lessons learned here is that yes, even in times like this, it's possible to hold our community together and even make it grow, and it has grown indeed. So as you can see here in these slides, we ended up with, there is a new participant, right, Rodrigo, from the last version.
Actually, this is still counting.
Okay, good. So we ended up with 1,204 participants registered. So this is really amazing, and thank you for joining us. And also thanks for helping to improve the conference with your very active participation, the many topics, meetups, groups, and discussions that you initiated and carried on made the conference more alive and fun for everybody. So inspired by previous conference that went online, we wanted RecSys 2020 to be more inclusive, accessible, and engaging. It turns out that this is a very complicated multi-objective problem that could not be solved without the help of authors, speakers, workshop organizers, social and expo organizers, and all the community. So for making it more engaging, we knew that the presentation should be live. And given our time zone agnostic agenda, this would represent 2 live talks for speakers. So in the end, speakers had to produce a teaser video, a pre-recorded full-length presentation as backup, and deliver 2 live presentations. So the speakers rose up to the challenge and provided all teasers, all pre-recorded presentations, and I think there was only one no-show for one of the sessions for the live presentations. So a big thanks for all your commitment and hard work to make this happen. Thanks also for the workshop, tutorial, social, and expos organizers for putting together great events. And of course, thanks for our corporate partners, Shade Rodriguez from ACM Headquarter, for prompting, answering our questions, and helping us to understand what we could and what we couldn't do in the conference. James Stewart for helping us to set up PCS. Monica Milekova from Slides Live, which was responsible for the nice look and feel of the main track presentations, as well as guaranteeing that everything should work fine. Jason Hartline at Virtual Chair for creating this fancy and customized environments on top of Gather. And of course, our sponsors for sticking with us even during these uncertain times. So you have them all here and also in Hoover and in our website. So thanks a lot for being with us. And yeah, and finally, please do not forget that the conference goes on with our satellite events. So we have a lot of amazing workshops and tutorials planned for the next day. So just stick around. And with that, I say farewell and see you next year.
Okay. Then I think it's time for the review. Can I? Okay, welcome to the review of RecSys 21, which is going to be in Amsterdam on September 27 to October 1 next year. ACM has always been a place that is at the intersection of data, doing, and dreaming. And I think this year's great online conference again confirmed that. And we aspire to carry with us that magic of this virtual Rio to Amsterdam. As we say in Dutch, welkom in Amsterdam. RecSys in Amsterdam in 21 is going to reflect the actual spirit of Amsterdam itself. Amsterdam is a place where old meets new. It's a place where 21st century ideas coexist with buildings from the 1600s. Amsterdam is a place where cultures mingle. It's a very accessible and inclusive place. And it's also a very accessible place in terms of getting around by a simple short walk or a bike ride. The canals are beautiful, and it's the city of night. You need to go out and discover its warm, welcoming lights because it's a beautiful city to visit. It's also a place like RecSys where for centuries the commerce has convened. And we welcome you on behalf of the organizers, and your general co-chairs have already been hard at work to make this 21 conference a success. And there's a tradition by now that in the reveal we show pictures of hardworking general chairs to preparing the conference. So we made one ourselves as well. And of course, we used Gather a lot to get to tie the ends in the end. So I want to hand over now to Umberto, who's going to tell you more about all the organizers that we got involved into organizing RecSys 21.
Hi, thanks. So I'm really excited to introduce to you the RecSys 2021 team. I'm very happy to welcome Joe and Julian as our program chairs. Happy to continue with the reproducibility track in 2021 and welcome again Pablo and Alan as co-chairs. As a new thing, next year we're splitting the demos and lead break and results tracks into two separate ones. Of course, we're continuing our efforts to make RecSys an inclusive and accessible conference for everyone. So I'm really happy to have Cynthia and Soli leading the efforts on that area. And of course, You have to stay tuned for more details about the RecSys Challenge coming up soon from our co-chairs. So the general co-chairs are really looking forward working together to make RecSys 21 a success with this great team. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to everyone here. Please unveil your cameras and say hi. And with that, I pass it along to Marta, who's going to tell us more about the venue.
So the venue is the Amsterdam Conference Center, whose home is the former Amsterdam Stock Exchange building. And we have chosen the 2021 conference theme to be a place to meet and exchange. In these historic photos, we have some historic photos, yes. You can see that the architecture is beautiful, and you can also see that the interior is very spacious. So the venue will provide us with plenty of room and plenty of rooms as well for all of our conference events, so plenaries, workshops, tutorials, but also for poster sessions, demos, sponsors. There will be a lot of time and space for discussion between and among participants, and also for social events and socializing. So our venue is easy to reach. It's just a short train ride from Amsterdam. From the airport in Amsterdam to Amsterdam Central Station. And once you've arrived at Amsterdam Central Station, then you walk for 5 minutes, and there you are at the venue. This is going to be very convenient. So you can see that inside the venue, we have good flexibility for adjusting to where the world is 12 months from now. And over the coming months, we will be carefully monitoring international developments to understand whether the conference will be fully physical or whether it needs to take a hybrid or a virtual form. We hope that the developments will move the right direction. And we really hope that RecSys 2021 will look like this. So packed full, but we also don't want to forget some of the advantages of the online component of the conference that we have discovered during this very amazing 2020 year. So yes, the clouds, please. So with the whole organizing team, we are dreaming, planning, doing, and trying to understand how to realize the best possible conference for the RecSys community in 2021. So it's always a little bit of an empty moment when the RecSys conference ends. But thankfully, we're not at the end of 2020 yet. We still have 2 amazing days of workshops and tutorials ahead. We'll see you there. And then after that, you now know that we are looking forward to welcoming you to Amsterdam in 2021 for RecSys next year. So that wraps up this session then. Do we want to hand back to Rodrigo or Leandro to say something?
I just wanted to say a last word here.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks everybody again for joining us here, and enjoy the rest of the conference, and we'll see you in 2021 in Amsterdam. Looking forward to it. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.